Well, I've seen Eddie Hearn do an interview with IFL TV saying how he's back off vacation and he's renewed and he's re-energized and he's determined to get the things done this year that he hasn't done last year, and he's headed into 2019 very strong and very fierce. And that's obviously the truth, because once again, Eddie Hearn is going out on this campaign simply saying to the world and everybody else that's observing him and listening to him, basically saying that, hey, these guys are afraid to fight my fighter. They don't want to fight my fighter. So this is what Eddie Hearn has to say about people saying that they want to fight Anthony Joshua, proclaiming that they want to fight Anthony Joshua, but is not making any moves. These fighters are suffering from dry pen. Well, to say Deontay Wilder's camp has gone quiet, that's saying it lightly, Hearn told Sky Sports News. Probably up to 6 unanswered emails now. In fact, I sent one a couple of days ago saying I just wanted to check these haven't gone into your spam item. It's frustrating because you walk out there on the street. When's he going to fight Deontay Wilder? It's like whenever they want. But sometimes the public wants to believe a fighter on Instagram all day. If they want the fight, they could talk to me. They're not even talking to us. We've made offers. We've made percentage splits. Everything we can do to try to make the fight. I think right now there's more chance of fighting Tyson Fury. There's a man that knows he can have this fight if he wants it. I've spoken to him. He knows if he wants to fight Joshua, it can happen April 13th. Dylan White and the American Gerald Big Baby Miller also on a short list for Joshua, who has recently returned from the holidays, and Hearn hopes to conclude a deal before the end of the month. All the guys that I mentioned, particularly Wilder, Fury, and White, the fight is there for them. What I can tell you is Dylan was with him this morning. He wants a great deal to fight Joshua. I don't blame him for that. He seems to have been through a hard road to get to where he is to number one. He can wait and become a mandatory at some point. But if Dylan White wants to fight for the heavyweight title on April 13th, there's an opportunity for him to do so right now. And how I feel, besides from Dylan White, anybody else not taking this opportunity is basically ducking and is all kinds of cowards, if you ask me at this point. Because once again, I don't know how you run from money. I understand how you run from fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. But if anything that can get you to run to a fighter when you don't want to fight a fighter is some money, you know, and you guys don't want to run to the fighter to get your payday. You guys don't want to run to this fighter to basically to get put on. You guys don't want to run to this fighter to basically just to take your shot. You know what I'm saying? This is the game of boxing, and you make your money off of your body. You're not getting no younger. There's nothing guaranteed that you're going to be able to fight Anthony Joshua a year from now. There's nothing to say that Anthony Joshua is going to be worth what he's worth right now a year from now. Anything can happen to Anthony Joshua. But one thing is most important, and one thing that I have to highlight. You have to understand this and foremost. None of you boxers would be getting paid or even attempting to get paid half of what he's offering you if he was not present in the boxing game. So basically, if Anthony Joshua did not exist in the heavyweight division, none of you guys will even get close to making any kind of where near the money that he's going to offer you. I'm going to say for the most part, give and take, he's not lowballing anybody. But yet and still, the heavyweight division was dead prior to Anthony Joshua. Okay, it was dead. Straight graveyard. Nobody paid attention to it. Nobody cared. So because of this man's presence alone, it is alive and it has eyes on it. Therefore, in some way, shape, or form or fashion, that makes it more financially lucrative for you, whether you fight him or whether him just existing in the heavyweight ranks. So one thing is you're going to have to appreciate the opportunity and the fact that Anthony Joshua exists in the time that you are actually boxing. You know, because it's plenty of heavyweight boxers out there, but how many of them could catapult themselves and rise to the level of fame that Anthony Joshua has? That's the real question. And so far, it seems to be none of you. So here you have this golden opportunity and you don't want to take it. And the only person that I will accept an excuse from is Dylan White, because I don't think Dylan White understands that it's too early for him. It's too early. Trust me, you have a very good payday. You're going to have a hell of an iconic fight later on down the road if Anthony Joshua keeps doing his thing and you keep doing your thing. But it's too early for you right now. Okay? You are the only one that I would accept basically not taking this opportunity, because you guys fought not too long ago, and not enough hunger is built up between there. It's too early for you right now, Dylan White. Keep doing your thing because you're on the right path, and you're building up your worth, and they know it. You know what I'm saying? In a little while, you'll be able to call even more bigger shots and demand even more money, but it's too big for you right now. Now, as for everybody else, and that particularly goes to a certain individual to call themselves the baddest man on the planet, Mr. It's all about unification, Mr. It's all about one face, one name, one champion, Deontay Wilder. You know, that's obviously not the case. When you're sitting up here chasing Tyson Fury, don't chase Tyson Fury. It is a waste. Okay? Why risk it? Because you might not win again. All right? You might not win again. This is Tyson Fury's chance to get in a full training camp on your ass. Okay, a full training camp. They've already fought you once, so they've already made adjustments. They're already learning from the last fight, and he damn near beat you coming off the couch. No, he did beat you coming off the couch. Okay, so at this point, it's obvious, Wilder, you're about money. But at the same time, I can't even say you're about money because you're making the dumbest financial moves that I've ever seen. I don't know what kind of team that you got behind you. You have to be the laughing stock over there at PBC. You know, they just got to use you like a straight up fool because I don't understand how they're mapping out your career and what's good for you. They don't want you to fight no competition, but at the same time, they don't want you to get no good paydays. What kind of team is that, man? What kind of team you got? You either cherry picking and collecting checks, you know what I'm saying? Or you stepping up, taking hard fights and you know, taking the big paydays. You are doing neither or. You are just trying to stay safe. Holding Sophia hostage for the most part. Holding Sophia hostage. Like I said, at this point, it's so much opportunity. If it was me, and if I could not lock in and get a fight with Anthony Joshua, one of the main things I would be looking at Deontay Wilder licking my chops. Okay? Because I know if I can get that WBC belt off him, I get Anthony Joshua. Okay? I would be gunning for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, as far as the heavyweight division, should have the biggest bullseye on his back. Okay, at this point, if we had some hungry heavyweights, if these was really some heavyweights that was about something, but we don't. We got a set of weak heavyweights. And let me add this, because a lot of people like to tease and talk about British fighters and British boxers. So this is particularly to the Americans. When did you ever think that you would get a British champion that couldn't get no work from an American heavyweight boxer? Think about that. Because all it is over here that we view British champions as weak, they're soft, they're very chinny, you know what I'm saying? They're easy to knock out, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? We don't respect no British fighters over here, you know? I mean, that's just how it is. But who would have thought this day and age, here you have a British fighter that is towering down on the entire heavyweight division, tapping everybody on the shoulder and asking, hey, you want this work? Do you want to fight for these 4 titles? Huh? Do you want a chance at a big payday? Do you want to fight in Wembley Stadium? Do you want to be put on the biggest stage that you can get put on and display your skills and get knocked out in front of everybody? My bad. Take a chance at knocking out the champ and nobody wants it. Unbelievable. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Van, I'm out.